Good day, my viewers. This is Ayodele Samuel Jude, aka Samuel Dino, the founder of Smart Tutorial on Facebook. The service on the Facebook is always free. You can always comment on topics or issues raised there. We will always be there to help you as students and teachers, especially schools that are also interested can always join us. We'll be there to render free service on all comments under our post. You can also ask questions. You can also raise issues there that are educative. So today we'll be looking at addition and subtraction. Even though we've talked about it in our previous videos, you can always watch our previous videos to learn more about addition and subtractions. Though because of time and compilation of long videos that have to deal with so much exhausting so much data, so we try to break our topics into smaller videos so that students can always tap into it, especially the less privileged. So today we'll be looking at also the addition and subtraction under expression and equations. These are two familiar topics in mathematics, though they are different, and the way students handle it really matters. And one of the importance of this channel and the smart tutorial is to let students get the basis, those things that are very difficult that teachers always find it difficult to point it out as a result of so many factors, because some due to the period they use in the class and they want to cover up the syllabus, they have to rush everything. So but under this channel we try to look at that, all those bases that will help you in your steps, and also those little things that matters, those little things you have to use often so that it will become part and parcel of you, so that when you are solving a very complex topic, you can easily use those bases to solve them. So under expression, when you say expression, and this is equation, expression is just a given questions that doesn't have two sides. That is, under expression only has one side. Let's take for example 2 plus x. If you are to solve 2 plus x, the answer still remains as 2 plus x. Usually most teachers, even not to talk of students, they will put equals to, they'll derive the answer. Yeah, if you know the answer is right, but it makes it complicated for students to understand equation. Expression should be a stepping stone to understand equation, but we discover that most of the time the expression does not serve that purpose. It's even make equation to be very difficult for students. When you put equals to and you write the answer here, then when you get to equation, students become confused. They don't know what to do. Now, that is just one part of it. Now, 2 plus x, the best way to write the answer should be under. That is, the answer is what? 2 plus x, because they are unlike terms. This is ordinary number, this is alphabet, so you cannot add them together. Now, let's look at equation. Equation must always, in the question directly, equation must always have equals to sign. The equals to sign serves as the bridge. That is, the equals to sign is what? Is a bridge. The bridge that separates the question, that separates the that divide the question into two sides. That is, under expression we have what? One side. Under equation we always have what? Two sides. Now these two sides we always have equals to sign. That is, the left hand side equals to the right hand side. Now Under expression, if you have something like 2 plus x, let's say plus 3 minus 7. If you look at this, if this is a question and you ask to solve it, what will you do? You have to rearrange. Under the rearrangement, everything is on the same line. It's one side. There is no left, there is no right here. But you have to note that this minus belongs to 7, this plus belongs to 3, this plus belongs to s. This 2 is plus, that is count 2. That is the meaning of what? 2. Any number or alphabet that does not have any sign remain plus. Here, if you are rearranging, that is, when you are rearranging, there is the entity are not crossing anything. They are not crossing. They are still on one side. They are not crossing. So nothing will change. That is 2. 2 plus 3 minus 7. 1, 2, 3. They are of the same entity. That is, you have to collect like terms. That is rearranging by collecting like terms. That is what? 2 plus what? 3 minus 7. That is, plus is for this 3, minus is for this 7. We only rearrange. Then plus x. You put the s back. Don't keep it. Some students will keep it somewhere else and bring it at the last answer. Is wrong in mathematics. You are not supposed to hide anything from it. Now, you can easily add and subtract this. 2 plus 3, 5. Now, the 5 is plus 5. This one is minus 7. That is, take away 7 from the 5. That gives you what? Minus 2. Then this is plus x. You have to bring the s down. The best thing you can do here, the best thing you can do is to be putting equals to here. It's not right when you put the equals to here and you write your answer, you put the equals to here and write the answer. Don't divide the question into 2 to avoid being confused. That is what I'm trying to point out. And also, I'm trying to let you know that the plus and the minus will not change. They are on the same line, one side under expression. This is how expression questions looks like. They just tell you solve this. In the question, you will not see any equals to sign. Now, let's look at this. Let's compare this question to 2 plus x equals to 3 minus 7. If you look at this question very well, there is what? Left-hand side, there is right-hand side. In the left-hand side, we have 2 plus s. They are on like terms. 3 minus 7, they are like terms. That is, 3 and 7 can be subtracted and can be added, which is what? 3 minus 7. This is plus 3. Remember, minus 7, which is what? Minus 4. 2 plus x. This is what? 2 plus x. You cannot add them. They are on like terms. That is, the equals to sign divide the question into 2 parts, left-hand side and right-hand side. Now you have to rearrange. Under the rearrange is still the same thing as collect like terms. That is, the minus 4 will cross this bridge. Now, when the crossing take place, because under rearrangement, the crossing take place, the minus will change to plus. That is the difference between expression and equation, because your rearranging is causing something to move and cross over the bridge. So the rearranging is, if you want to move the minus 4 to this side, is permitted to come and meet with 2, and you have to move the alphabet to one side also. But if you look at it very well, it's more easier to move the plus 2 to this side to come and meet with 4. Then plus s is still the same thing as x. Remember, if 2 is the same thing as ordinary 2, that means 2 here also is the same thing as 2. This 2, that means plus s is the same thing as what? As x, which is now what? So that is, we want to make alphabet to be in one side and make number to be in one side. We are collecting things that look alike, don't forget. So that is 2 to this side. This side already we have minus 4. Then 2 coming to this side will become what? Minus 2, because it was what? Plus 2 initially. So that is just the difference between expression and equation, and that is how plus and minus, how they operate on the two sides. That is, under equation, when the plus is crossing the bridge, it will change. While under expression, it will not change. Plus or minus will not change under expression. You just solve the question directly. But under equation, when you are rearranging your items, the sign in front of the items will change. This 2 is still the same thing as plus 2. That is, the 2 we have to go and meet with 4. That is, 2, 3, and 7, they are like times. They move to one side. You can move, if you can decide to move them to this side and decide to move your s to this side. That is not a problem. Just move it the way it's convenient for you. Nobody will penalize you for that, but move it correctly and comply with the rules. That is, when anything is crossing the bridge under equation, it will change. If it is times, it will change to division. If it is division, it will change to multiplication. If it is plus, plus will change to minus. If it is minus, minus will change to plus. So that's just that. So that is minus 2 minus 4 is what? Minus 6. Take away 4, take away 6. You are not counting anything. They're asking you to take away 4, take away 2. So it will still give you what? Minus 6. That is, you are taking away 6 times. So that is this. Just write it that the way it comes to your mind. Minus 4, minus 2. Minus 4, take away 4, take away 2 again. You have already taken away 4. That is, take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take away 2 again. 1, 2. So they are not asking you to count. This is counting. This is counting. Are we together? So that is just the logic. Are we? So that is that under addition and subtraction, looking at expression and equation. Like I said earlier, try to like, comment, and subscribe free under this channel, Samuel Dino, to get our new and updated video on issues, on topics in different subjects, not just mathematics. We'll be handling different subjects, and all our professionals will always be there to help you out. And remember to share with friends and families, especially during this lockdown, to make students to grab something, to make them make use of their brain by thinking and revising. So it will not just make the lockdown to be a course, or it won't make the lockdown to make them feel unable to assimilate when the school resumes. Thanks for watching again.